So my employer rents out office space at like a former Sunday school building, and I'm in the basement right now. This is like a flash from the past. Like, check this shit out. This is a big old like kind of gym basement. Look at this thing. Big old karaoke machine from like the 1800s. Jesus. Got some prayers for children that have seen better days. I'm pretty sure I have this exact same fan, except maybe the 2010 version. Here's a bunch of art projects. Oh, don't mess with the Zohan. Funny Adam Sandler reference going on over there. We got a SpongeBob ball, some Good News Bible. Gonna need some of that. We got a flag for Lent if you want to carry around a flag. Pinwheels. God is here. If this was a horror movie, the text on that would change to the devil. We got a rainbow sing-along. Maybe we can use. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. Rainbow. Too much glare. Rainbow sing-along. Pretty sure we can use that in our karaoke machine over there. Looking a little Japanese, I gotta say, but that's okay. Okay, we got can of squirms. This is probably what they gave to children to, torture them a little bit. Give them a whole can of squirms, and then they shut up real good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And over here we got the art projects. Here we got a painting or a picture from the First Congressional United Church of Christ class of 1975. If you're asking me, this looks like it's more from the 1700s, but I'm not a picture person, so who knows? We got some other stuff underneath there, but I ain't even gonna try to move that shit around. And just a bunch of garbage. I guess maybe they had some children here. Maybe this was like a daycare or something. I don't really know. If you're curious for a panoramic view, here we go. We'll stop by some of the delectable sites. So there's something I missed. We gotta go back over here now. Got these big old boards, so make sure when you move these, you pick them up, don't drag them across the floor, okay? But here we got a bunch of couches. And then back there, we got a bunch of blue chairs. So what I imagined was there was a stage over in that direction. You can't see it right now. Let me go get it. Oh, it's a CRT monitor, TV, classic. There's a stage over there, right there. So I imagine they had like performances on that stage, and they would set up the chairs to, kind of watch it. But I also get the feeling that this place kind of doubled as like a daycare, because over there in that corner, there's like a bunch of like toys and stuff. But anyway, in this corner, we got a phone. So if you're being chased by a murderer, you can call for help. Let's see. We can talk to the parlor, Pat, Pam, Kathy, pastor. That's pretty cool. The phone is caked in dust, so apparently nobody's had the need to call out for help anytime soon. Maybe that's a good thing. So now we're walking over here, and we got the ZST line transit vehicle. Little children were used to drive this, as freight back in the day when the child labor laws were less strict. They would line up to get their coal from this line, but child labor has seen better days. Let's just say, oh, lawnmower, another reference to child labor. Okay, anyway, here we go. This is where we have some more of the cool children's toys. We got some air hockey and foosball and art project and shit, and a cool little train line. Got to get those kids ready to join the labor market. They can't just be sitting around collecting a paycheck and getting fed for free. That's just not fair. And then this is the zone of fun. You come in here and you're having fun. See, look at this stuff. You're just having a blast. There's a whole chest of Matchbox cars. Now that's golden. And if you're thirsty, you just take a little drink. How wonderful is that? And you got some blankets right there too. This is if anyone asks, this is like an S-tier daycare. You can hide in this little cubby here. When one of the nanny ladies she's had enough of all the kids' little shit, and they starts beating them, you hide in there. So then you're safe. And then there's a clothesline, and it's not a clothesline for clothes, it's a clothesline for the adults. You pull it down when they're chasing you. They're gonna beat your ass, and then they get choked out for a little bit. So then you can hide under here until your parents get back, so that you don't have to get your ass beat too hard. This is how it works here. I used to be at a church daycare, so I know a lot of this stuff. My apologies, I didn't note this before, but this actually is one of the battle trenches from the underground battle of 1996. Right here, the battle lines were drawn in opposition to the toddler daycare. We had over here the middle schoolers who had took up arms, and we still have one of their weapons here today. It still has ammo in the chamber, if you can believe that. And then the little, the cow camo decals. You gotta remember where you're from. You're from Wisconsin. So here's one of the weapons that they used back in 96 when they were battling the toddlers. And then they had to get really inventive, and then they had to use a little toy lawnmower to also fight back. And here's where they drew up their battle plans. So if we look over here, this is where they drew up their battle plans on this easel as they would direct their warriors in their bunker here against the toddler menace. That's just how things were back then. If you know, you know. Okay, there's something else I want to point out about the culture of the basement over there in the toddler section. It's very imposing, very closed off. You're not allowed inside to the toddler domain unless you're this, not fat. You're fatter than that, you're not allowed in. They're just saying stay away. We only accept a certain type. And you have to be able to limbo low enough to be able to get under these big boards, except that one, that's a toddler only board, okay? But over here on this side, with the middle schoolers, you have the cupcake bake sale area. It's very welcoming. You have chairs already set out. You have a fan to cool yourself down after a big run. You got garbage to throw your cupcake garbage into. And you just come over here and you eat yourself to your heart's content. And that's just how things go. This is a very, black and white kind of society down here. We got a West Side Story going on or something. Maybe that's what that movie's about. I don't know. There's a lot of weird noises because it's raining today. I just want to take note of what the fuck is that? Okay. It's like an hour later. I was taking a nap under this futon. Hearing some weird tings and stuff going on. For some reason the lights are on. I don't know what's up with that. I can't see out any of these doors. And I'm gonna go check this phone. Maybe it's giving me a good old call to my buddy, the pastor. Go check in here, what's in here.